Hello everyone. This is my 2019 Lego Christmas Village. It's got a few things I'm sure everybody else has. There's a lot of things you're going to see that are pretty common in Christmas villages. And there's a few things I've kind of done on my own. Mostly, you can probably tell right off the bat, the big corner mountain piece for the tunnel for the train. We'll get the train going in a little bit and watch it go through. I just wanted to do a little walkthrough. Just as much for you as for me, years from now, going back, I show my kids. Just use it as a guide, maybe. Oh, I remember how I did that. So here we go. You can see our reflection of our Christmas tree in the background through the light. Okay, so we've got two snowmen right here. One from the 90s, and then one, he might be 10 years old or so. He might be less than that. We got our Christmas train. There's some Christmas lights going here. Look pretty good. You see my village has a pond, which I guess they're kind of ice fishing. Kind of see a couple of the guys got some fish, and you can see a little snow crab over there. We got one of the Christmas trees that came out when you bought $120 worth of stuff this year, back in November. The new 2019, well, new to 2019, the Gingerbread House. You can see the light come on and get the fireplace. The little village has a little cabin back here. He's got some Christmas decorations on him. Let's see, what else do we have? The firehouse, I believe that's 2018 edition. Its lights come on as well. It might be a little hard to see, but they're on there. I guess one of the oldest features I have is this. It's a little modified, but it's from 1988. I remember getting it new. One of the snow plows. Some other things we have. The ice skating rink. It comes with the fire station. We'll move back, get a front view here of our village. You can see our little mini kind of train stop. I don't really have the train station yet. That's on the short list, at least for next year, to make this a little bit bigger and better. The whole entire setup that I have here, it's on a coffee table. It's 9 gray base plates. I could make it a little bigger, but that's how big the table was. I've got a lot more track, so that might be something to try to look at next year. Get one of the big white folding tables and maybe do a 6-foot long one. Add a little bit more stuff to it and include whatever they have next year to the this feature once I do it again. I got a little custom tree here. I use some of the white branches or limbs to make it look a little snow covered, and then try to find a use for all these white or these trans blue icicles that come in the little $4 Christmas packs, which you can see some of the, like the candy cane thing with the wreath, the gold fencing around my little train station. They all come in there together. So I kind of use those. They also come with this little snowman right here. So there's a few of those around, just sporadic. I try to fill it in. So yeah, I do have 2 of these trees that rotate. You can see the train move under it. We had 2 different, one venture online and then another venture to the Lego store. Get 2 different trees, one for each side of the village going forward. We've got the white Lego Porsche. A little custom job tree or truck holding a tree. You can see several Christmas trees around. Most of these are all sets. We've got our hot dog vendor. We've got, what else do we have? I thought I had more of these type of trees, but it looks like I've only got 4 that I could find. I know I have a few more. I think Lego stopped making that design. I don't see them in any of their sets here in the last year and anything going forward. What else do we have? There's a lot of stuff from past advent calendar sets. I know our little snow pusher guy here There's a few other, or Santa, their sled dog, pulling some sacks of toys. We move this out of the way. You can kind of see some of the dogs back here, kind of watching our skater. We got 3 different types of dogs. We've got our snow skiers about to go down their slope. What else do we have? Up on the mountaintop, we've got an eagle. Oh, I didn't want to forget this other eagle over here. That's what that is. Comes in one of the cabin sets from 2019. I believe it's that set that we looked at over in the corner that I decorated up. So not a bad little build. A good little tree topper at least. Kind of look around this angle. See my hideous inside of the mountain. Everything's kind of fronted. So we'll go around the back. And I do have this cabin, which I've modified with a little bit of snow, just to be able to get inside there, kind of see a little bit more daylight. And not too much modification, just added some white to it. But it just sits there. You can kind of get an overview of my village here. Come down and around. And a little bit closer. I got some stairs going up off the ski slope up to the guy's house. A lot of interesting things this year to add. A lot of little Easter eggs for my family to notice. Nice setup that I've got so far. I plan on doing a lot more in the future. Maybe get a little bigger. This is my first attempt at an actual display for Christmas. So I think it turned out pretty good. We're going to start the train up and get a little bit of action going on this thing. And if you'll notice, I had to take off the very tip of the smoke on the train just so he goes through. It's kind of hard to build a curve in there, and there was one thing I was so careful, and one brick messed the whole thing up. So all I had to do was just take off that tiny little bit, and everything was good to go. Watch him come around the bend. Add some action to our village. So yeah, that's my 2019 village. I hope to do a lot more little creations in the future. Maybe some summertime settings along with the future winter set. Do a little bit bigger stuff. I gotta dig out some older sets from late 80s, early 90s that I have that might integrate well into this if I make it a little bigger. But that's really all I have for today. Now I'm approaching the 10-minute mark. I'll add some screenshots at the end of this video just so you can see some of the other angles that I may not have got, at least with this camera on the GoPro. But other than that, thanks for watching.